Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This energy reading is for May 15th through May 24th. This week, we enter into the breakthrough week, welcoming in Gemini season, and then the sun is meeting Uranus, leaving the stillness of the new moon in Taurus. Now, the new moon in Taurus, that energy lingers for 3 days. So you are going to feel an energy shift, and it's going to become a little more fast-paced this week, as 3 planets are going to be changing signs. And once the sun meets Uranus, expect for things to start loosening up and getting things shaped up a bit. And when these things start loosening up, like maybe you've been feeling stagnant for a while in certain areas of your life, these things are going to start breaking, like giving you a breakthrough, clear your path, and it's going to help you in the best way possible, is what I was trying to say. For some reason, somebody's not looking at something correctly, because every time I keep looking down at my little notes, I lose my spot. And so pay attention to texts, emails, because I think someone missed the point, or somebody's not looking at something properly. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting right now. Everything that happens in these readings is obviously a message. So this week will be a week of breakthroughs, making bold moves, and having fresh perspectives. If you've been feeling stuck on waiting for something to click, this is the week it's going to happen. Pay attention to what surprises you, because the universe is going to open doors that you didn't even know that were there. On Sunday, May 17th, Mercury comes home to Gemini. Expect new ideas, your mind to be sharpened, and your curiosity or wonder to open up. Say what you mean. Let your words carry the weight of every seed that you plant, okay? Especially in Gemini season, because Geminis are all about, Mercury's the ruling planet, so it's all about communication and intellect, mental stuff, your mind. On Monday the 18th, expect sudden insights, unexpected messages, and ideas that change the game. Expect an aha moment. Expect an aha moment this week. Venus enters Cancer, so expect your emotional landscape to be focused in on home and the people who make you feel secure. The moon comes home to Cancer. Let yourself feel everything. This is going to bring in a very healing energy, because Cancer, or because Gemini's, Mercury's coming home to Gemini, and you got a lot of planets coming home to themselves. This is going to bring in a healing energy, especially if you have mother wounds, stuff like that, childhood wounds. The 19th opens up as love is in the air. Woohoo! Taurus creates a harmonious flow between what you desire and what you are willing to work for. Trust that the feelings that come through, even if they do not make logical sense. Your intuition will speak louder than your mind, and it knows the way. So pay attention to your intuition this week. Follow it. On the 20th, we enter Gemini season, and this will be an invite to learn, connect, share ideas, and to stay open to the new. Expect to get some truth in any conversation that you have from now and into the next 30 days. Step into the spotlight if it calls for you. On the 21st, expect disruption when Uranus and Gemini really starts settling in. So it's going to take a few days before we actually feel that impact, because we're actually moving into an era of truth. It's the season where truth now begins. This is the kind of energy that makes people, it makes people show up a version. No, that's not what I want to say. It's the kind of energy that makes people show you a version of your life that you've never imagined before. I think that makes sense. This is about freedom, authenticity, and breaking free from any like old repeated patterns that held you back from your, held you back from being your true authentic self. Lean into the disruption because it's going to lead you into something so much better. So expect confusion, and you are going to see the fake in people or situations. Geminis do not like fake. Stay grounded in what's real. When you are around something fake, it is going to be repulsive. So, coming in on the 22nd, expect to get flashes of insight into your future. Expect the unexpected, flashes of clarity about who you are and what you are meant to be, or what you want, and trust that it leads you to your next chapter. Saturday on the 23rd, expect to feel the need to transform something, either yourself, a situation, or an idea. Expect to gain a new spiritual perspective to help you see the bigger picture. Sunday on the 24th, we settle into a more grounded Virgo energy, and this is where you're going to start integrating what you learned throughout the week. This day is best for starting a new spiritual practice or starting something new for yourself, like maybe you want to start working out or working on creative projects. The key this week is to channel the intensity into intention. And the key is self-mastery this week. To get rid of everything in your life that is no longer working. You need to purge to start anew. Living in more alignment with yourself, source, and your path or purpose. Gemini season is all about evolving, knowing, and speaking things into existence. So watch your words for the next 30 days. Hearing the wisdom of the universe through your soul this week focuses on healing and rebuilding trust, understanding what truly matters, and making decisions through patience and encountering spiritual connections. Make sure you align your outer actions with your inner truth this week. Watch for emotional, reactive people and people feeling extra sensitive this week, especially when the moon moves into Cancer. Expect healing conversations to take place, teamwork, and finding your inner balance. For some, normalize keeping your side of the story silent. Remember, Judas spoke lies, yet Jesus stood silent. And it is possible to hurt and still choose love, to be overlooked and to still uplift others, to go through hell and still feel whole, to show up, speak life into other people, and give yourself credit for the way that you love people who never returned it, because that's beautiful and that's healing in human form. Masculinity isn't toxic. The absent of it is. Weak men are abusive, manipulating, spiteful, selfish, and bitter. But strong masculine men are protective, understanding, compassionate, loving, and kind. Psalm 34, 16-17. The little that a good person owns is worth way more than the wealth of the wicked. Because the Father will take away the strength of the wicked, but protect those who are good. And you are going to see that this week. Well, I say let's dive in on some tarot. Actually, let's get an advice card first. Let's get some advice cards first. Someone made a mess. Someone might pop up. Something might pop up unexpectedly. Doesn't have to be a person. It could be just like a situation. There is going to be some sort of a divide. I don't know what that was. It's time to release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all the drama, and this is the first step to achieve that. It is time to release. So release, release, release. Let's get an inner child card. Jeez, oh Pete. Something keeps slipping out of my hands. Somebody might slip up and do something, or slip some truth. Someone got caught slipping. I don't know. There we go. I don't know what this mess is all about, but geez, oh Pete's. Connect with eternity within. Connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. So, let yourself be held by love this week. Connect to the divine source. That'll help you. Anyways, what do we need to know to move forward this week? This week is going to be like a lot of energy shift changes because you got a lot of planets moving around. That's causing it. What do we need to know this week? What does the collective need to know this week? Someone's being silent. I'm also getting someone's embarrassed. Maybe shameful. Somebody might be spying on you, looking deeper, coming up with a plan. I feel like there's somebody that's actually spying on a family, a group of people. It doesn't have to be a family. It could be a group of people. Somebody's looking deeper into this group of people because they wanted two people to come together and have a face-to-face talk, like a heartfelt conversation. So now like somebody's going, wait, they're not happy about it. The group of people are not happy about it, and I think that's why someone's like investigating this group of people, like, wait, it's not making sense. Somebody slipped up. Yeah, the truth is gonna come up. The truth will set you free. Someone's coming in to tell the truth. We got the King of Swords being truthful and honest. Could be air sign energy, doesn't have to be, but this is my spiritual warrior card. He's coming in with some truth. To this person, I'm sorry, I didn't even see that card. She don't know that this is happening. So if you are the Nine of Pentacles, you're a single female, you're building shit on your own, you got yourself like, you're very secure, oh my God, you got your shit together. You're probably just working on building something by yourself, and all of a sudden someone's gonna pop in and spill you some truth. But you need to know that you did not do anything wrong, but this person that's coming in is actually going to help you with something. I'm gonna do something a little different. Why is this person helping? Let's find out. Why is this King of Swords helping this lady with the Nine of Pentacles? Because literally she just needs one more pentacle and she's got it all. So she is receiving help from this King of Swords. Let's see. Because this King of Swords never showed up. Emotionally unavailable, didn't even try. So now he wants to come in and tell the truth. And this is actually going to help her probably move forward. But, yep. He's coming in to tell some sort of truth, like, hey, I'm sorry, I never showed up. I was emotionally unavailable. And he's absent effort, done trying. Maybe she's done trying, like, you never showed up. I'm not even gonna, done trying. That's what I'm getting. But anyways, he's coming in with some truth, and this is going to help the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, no, she knows that she needed help. Somebody did hit rock bottom or got really betrayed. And because this person got betrayed, she released herself from everything. Be careful of someone coming in and trying to breadcrumb you. I got the Knight of Cups here. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. Usually when I see the Knight of Cups to me is an immature love offer. That's someone who's coming in to breadcrumb you. Has no intentions on staying, just, hey, I'm gonna come in and breadcrumb you, and I think this King of Swords is actually gonna tell her, hey, I know something about this person. This person doesn't want to travel, but he might send in a flying monkey to breadcrumb you. I don't know. I would watch for that. Anyways, at the end of the day, the Nine of Pentacles person doesn't even care. Her soul's able to rest and she's manifesting something. And the universe is just, hey, we're going to help you with something. But yes, these people are wearing masks. Usually the Knight of Cups, when I see the Knight of Cups and the Magician, he's coming in just to put on a show. So, and someone I think is going to tell the truth about it. Like, don't believe that person. Anyways, moving along, I don't like that energy. It's like snake. It's like a snake in the grass. Anyways, somebody is going to put matters into their own hands because they do know that they are married or that they are deeply in love with someone. And right now they are putting a lot of work and effort into a third party situation. Now, a third party doesn't always have to be, you know, like another girl or guy. It could be someone like a professional. Like when I see the Knight of Pentacles, it's like maybe a therapist, a doctor. But right now someone's putting in a lot of work and effort into a third party situation. I'm getting more of a professional stance on this. I'm getting like doctor vibes or counselor, therapist vibes. Because this person knows that they have abandonment issues, that they've been holding on to the past, and that they do want a new beginning, and they are stable and they want to offer something. So that's what the third party is trying to do with whoever is working with a third party situation. Yeah, they are working together because something wasn't fair, there's uncertainty, someone doesn't have clarity. I'm getting that the third party still doesn't have clarity, but is working on it. Let's figure out what's going on with this third party. This is the Messy Truth Tarot. What's going on with this third party? Well, a lot. It looks like a lot. We don't need all that. Someone has false hope. You always come back. False hope. Door left open. So I think somebody's in regret. I'm getting like somebody wanted to be chased, but felt the door's closed now. Like, hey, I thought you'd always come back. You would leave a door open, but something must have changed. And now this person is going to a third party to figure out what just happened. Get more clarity. I'm also getting mental issues. Like, this person was playing games and has like some deep-seated freaking, like some childhood wounds. Narcissistic vibes. That's terrible. I'm cleansing this energy. What else do we need to know? So I'm getting here that someone put their foot down and now someone's like, oh, like they didn't see that coming. Well, they see it clearly now. They are seeing something very clearly now. Maybe somebody's path is now opening up because they shut the door on somebody. Like, maybe it was the guy that breadcrumbed. I don't know. Someone sees very clearly, like they've got a new change of perspectives, a new priorities, getting their priorities straight. You will see that very clearly this week. The divine is guiding this third party or someone. Yeah. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, when I see the King of Pentacles in reverse, this would be an upright earth sign or businessman, someone that's good with money, someone that's, you know, grounded, kind, peaceful, probably very self-centered or very centered, sorry. But when I see it reversed, this is someone who is selfish, who is just mean and spiteful, greedy, will take advantage of people. But this person is not stable, and the divine is stepping in on this person. Why? Because this person has some sort of written communication. Could be a text, email, or a letter. But the divine is trying to guide this King of Pentacles. Someone might be crying because my cat's crying. Hi, baby. Anyways, the divine is stepping in and trying to help this person out. This person is not stable. He's not giving to anything. He's just greedy, selfish, just a monster of a person. Like, if this person wasn't always this way, I don't know what happened to this person to make that person that way. But let's get a clarifier. The divine is stepping in on this person. I'm feeling like isolation is like this person might be getting isolated. People are walking away from this person. He's not truthful and honest. He likes lies. He likes to play games. But he has some sort of written communication that was divinely guided to be given to him. Could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be. Just could be just any selfish man out there. He is blocked as AF, as fuck. Ghosted, shut out. Now he's getting the silent treatment. So it's kind of like he's getting his karma. You ghost, maybe this person ghosted. He wasn't giving to any situation. Well, anyways, now this person is blocked, has the written communication. It was all divinely guided. The divine is trying to get this person to wake up. Anyways, yeah, he's blocked from someone's energy. I feel like he was siphoning off of someone's energy, and it put him in his pride and ego. Like, he thought he was better than someone else. And whoever gave him this written communication probably gave him an ego death, or he's fighting an ego death. But I feel like he's about to be humbled really fast by the divine. Like, you want to keep playing games? You want to keep hurting people? You want to be selfish? Boom. Remember, the same energy that you put out to other people will always return to you, sometimes even worse. And I do feel like this person's going to be brought to their knees. Yeah, they should have moved. He's got written communication to move. It was destined and fated, but he had to end something. Now he's destined and fated to go through a spiritual awakening. Or he's going to kill himself. I hate to say it like that. Sometimes some people don't want to do the inner work. They don't want to face their own demons. They just love playing that victim mentality. And I feel like just sabotaging. Anyways, it's over. But this person, I think, is going to go through a spiritual awakening. And when this person does, it's going to bring... I went through a spiritual awakening, and it brought me to my knees. So, he was the chosen one. It is going to bring you to your knees. But it will be worth it. So, if you are a masculine energy, maybe you're an earth sign. If you're being called to spiritually awaken, don't fight it. If by fighting it, it's going to get worse, and you're going to suffer worse. Open up that third eye. You'll probably have a Kundalini experience. But just go with the flow. You might need to, I would definitely say, stay away from other people during this time. Because you're going to feel like you're going cray-cray. But it's just you and the divine. It was all orchestrated by God. Yeah, he won't be putting in work and effort. He also might be quitting his job or getting fired from a job. He didn't put work and effort into something, and he isn't going to be celebrating anytime soon. Also, if this person wasn't a third-party situation, I feel like this person is being brought to their knees because he messed with a chosen one of God's angels. And there was a third-party situation, and they were all laughing at someone else's downfall. Hackling, laughing. Party's over. Nobody's laughing anymore. In fact, it's actually getting spinned around. This kind of happened to me, actually. I know that was happening behind my back, like a bunch of people were laughing at me. It was my second marriage this was going on. And I kept asking, like, why is this all happening to me? And then I found the answer. It wasn't, I've already learned my lessons. This wasn't about me. I made it about me. And they told me, no, this person is refusing to learn lessons. So, have fun with that. So it's almost like this person is going to be forced to learn their lessons. And they're going to have to do it alone. Before, they could have done the lessons, but they would have had someone with them. But now they're going to be forced to face it alone. So it could lead to suicide because this person isn't very spiritually awakened and very self-centered and definitely in this pride and ego. So some people might not come out of that one alive. And I hate to say it like that. I'm not trying to scare anybody. Anyways, change the energy. All right, we have a Queen of Swords. Could be an air sign, don't have to be. I call this my spiritual warrior card before we pull any more cards. Let's get some truth out because she's got the sword of truth right now. She's going through a transformation. She's done a lot of changes. She's got a message coming in if you resonate with the Queen of Swords. What you got going on? I feel like someone maybe tried to manipulate a situation with you and you cut right through. Maybe you were severing ties. You will, if you are the Queen or the King of Swords this week, starting the 18th, you're going to be more into your power, especially if you're a Gemini or have Gemini placements in your chart, because Geminis are all about telling the truth, cutting through the bullshit, and cutting ties. Yeah, toxic ties, cutting toxic ties, cutting out a karma, maybe addiction issues and emotional chains, like karmic emotional chains. So, good job. Maybe you had to cut ties with somebody who was toxic or emotionally draining you. Maybe it was a repeating cycle. So now that you cut it, you can see more clearly. You're more coming into yourself. Now you know exactly what you want and how to go about it and get it. So I do see that. You're definitely the messengers this next 30 days, and it's going to be quite something. Queen of Swords, a lot of people wanted to see you struggle. And if you feel like you are struggling right now, you're about to become the Queen of Pentacles. You will be rewarded for all the struggles that you went through. Once you get this money, 1, don't tell anybody. 2, this money is coming to you, this stability, so that you can heal. Because you did God's work, you cut through the bullshit. You're fighting. What happens in the spiritual realm happens here on earth, as above, so below. You will be rewarded for your struggles. Because you had the 10 of Wands. That's carrying a heavy burden. Maybe you're finally seeing like, hey, I'm not even carrying my own burdens. I'm carrying someone else's. And the moment you get rewarded or a blessing comes in for you, God is saying it's for you, and heal with it, okay? Take the time out to heal. If you are a Queen of Pentacles already, maybe you're going to be doing some healing work this week. Yeah. So the devil and the devil, a lot of people don't realize this. As above, so below, right? As I said that, the devil sees very clearly who God is. God's the creator. God is source. Maybe someone has an addiction problem and they know that this will go to court. Maybe someone might get a DUI. I don't know. But on a more spiritual note, people don't realize that the devil and God actually do work together. I get messages from both. Unfortunately, I only work for God, but every now and then the devil will come in and say, listen, I'm trying to help you. You know, so, but the devil does work for God, and a lot of people don't really realize that. Sometimes, because God created the devil for a reason. It's to bring duality to this world. You know, think of maybe, you know, the devil being like breaking free from addiction problems, because that came out. But at the end of the day, God actually tells him, hey, I want you to go deliver karma your way. Because if God delivers the karma, it's going to be a different way. So they do work together. In fact, the devil does report back to him. I don't know why people don't understand that. Even like angel, because he is an angel at the end of the day. So his angels work for him. Anyways, God and the devil, they got something to say today. So the unseen world is coming in this week. I do feel like there's some divine interference that will take place. God is saying no. Many of you need to let go of something from the past or walk away. Let go of the past. God is also denying or rejecting someone because they did not walk away from the past and they need to. So if your prayers haven't been heard, it's because, or you feel like God's not listening to you, he is, and he's telling you, no, you need to do this first before I talk to you, before I listen to you. Many people, God feels rejected by you. You're sitting here saying, God did this to me. God did this to me. Well, what did you do wrong? Did you reject God? Because maybe God sent someone to be nice to you, but you were mean to that person. You rejected that person. By being mean to that person, if God sent that person to do his work for him, you rejected God. And God right now said, hey, some people, he feels rejected at times, and he has no choice but to walk away. The devil's the same way. The devil sees that very clearly. He was casted out of heaven, right? So anyways, at the end of the day, he's saying, listen, I'm not going to answer some of your prayers until you do what I asked you to do. And you'll know what he wants you to do because you feel it in your soul. Your soul is going to speak to you in this starting on, it's going to get louder. And your soul, especially in the next 30 days with the Gemini, and then we got Cancer season, it all goes together, right? So anyways, we got the Knight of Wands. Somebody younger, could be a fire sign. Someone is taking action. Maybe because they're married, or they're in a soul contract. They had two choices, but this person chose and made a judgment call. Anyways, judgment's being made on maybe a younger fire sign, doesn't have to be, but this Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands might have tried to break up a marriage, walked out on his marriage. At some point, he was messing around with an earth angel, okay? This earth angel ain't even paying attention to this person, this Knight of Wands. But he is going to get he had two choices. Now judgment is going to be called upon them. But he did make a good choice because this girl is loving and kind. She is an earth angel. Let's get a little more clarity if this resonates with someone. Let's get a messy truth. Why is this person walking away? It looks like it was a soul contract. The soul contract is now up, and now a judgment call has to be made. I feel like the Ursa or the could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be a fire sign. Knight of Wands typically react in their emotions. They're very reactive people. But I feel like this Knight of Wands is actually walking away from somebody because contract's up. And this Knight of Wands is actually they're going in opposite directions. The Knight of Wands going here, the Earth Angel's going there. I call my Queen of Cups Earth Angels because they're so loving and kind. And people think that they're naive and they're not. But they did make a good choice choosing that Earth Angel to help whatever lesson this person needed to learn. I feel like he hasn't, that he's very mature, or not mature, immature soul, so a young soul. So for him, he learned the lesson. For some of us, we would be like, especially us old souls, that was his lesson. We'd be like, dang. But you got to remember, if someone's got a baby soul, you know, everyone's lessons and journeys are different. But contract's up. I feel like this person is walking away actually quite content. Like he did what he was supposed to do. He learned what he could learn. He is starting to heal himself, and he's letting go of detachment. Why? Because this Earth Angel deserves better. She knows her self-worth. She's empowered. She has some sort of realization. So this week, some of you might get some sort of realization. Self-worth is big. Maybe she finally realized, like, yo, I ain't gonna pay no mind to you. You're a little person. This person is now able to heal themselves, detach, contracts up. A judgment call was made. Both souls did what they did. Thank you very much. And now this Knight of Wands can move forward. It's like she held the key. I did learn, if you are a life path 7, if you're on, like, if your numerology number 7, mine's a number 7. I learned that if you're on your life path 7, you're a key holder for many souls that encounter you. So you might have to give out a key, or they have to come to you to get some piece of information. But the reason for this being is the universe resonates on a number 7. There's 7 charkas in a body, 7 days of the week. So 7 is a key holder, a door to a new opportunity, to be able to move forward. So if I don't have a number 7 here, but it was just something I wanted to say. I don't know why I went off on a tangent. This Queen of Cups, though, a lot of people like taking advantage of her. Maybe they try to steal from her. Maybe this Knight of Wands stole a lot of stuff from her. Time, money, energy. Who knows? She was taken advantage of. But now this guy, and I feel like the reason why he took advantage of her was because he wanted justice. For whatever reasoning being. Maybe he was jealous, insecure. But now he's able to heal and move forward. Remember, he is immature, so he has a baby soul. There are some people that are older and act immature, that act like a Knight of Wands, and they shouldn't be acting like a Knight of Wands. Like, there are some people that are just too damn old to be acting like the way some of them act. Especially if they're 60, 70, 80, like, come on now. But because she was taken advantage of, things were stolen from her, time, money, and energy, she now gets a new beginning. She knew. She also knows that someone's going to jail, or someone tried to trap her or put her into a mental prison. So some of these Earth Angels, they just be knowing things. Maybe she's been restricting herself from people because she knows that she deserves better. She's empowering herself. Some people put themselves in isolation to empower themselves. I know I've done that. That's like been a repeating cycle for me throughout my whole life. Like one of my kids have even said, you got to remember, you spend a lot of time alone. So you have given yourself time to heal over all the things some people never got time to do. And I was like, yeah, I know. I got to remember that sometimes. Anyways, somebody might receive some bad news. This bad news might be coming to a Queen of Wands, or she's delivering the bad news. Queen of Wands is typically a fire sign or someone that's young, beautiful, little sass. She's in the upright position, so she might be receiving bad news, or she got to deliver some bad news. She doesn't want to sever ties, but she is going to tell the truth. So she's delivering bad news, or it's coming into her. She does want to reconcile something. So maybe she got a change of heart, but she wants to reconcile something. Oh, the only reason why she's going to reconcile is because somebody, when they come in, now you got to remember, a Queen of Wands, they got sass to them. They ain't going to put up with too much. They're fiery. But someone's coming in with some heartfelt conversation, maybe an offer of love. We got the Page of Cups here. This is a heartfelt, emotional conversation. So maybe it turns this Queen of Wands into the Queen of Cups. And then she's like, okay, I'll reconcile with you now. Yep. It brings balance back into the situation, truth, honor, dignity. Let's get a message tarot for, some truth and justice, some balance back into the situation. I feel like that's good news if you are a Queen of Wands. Somebody made a mess, I'll tell you what. Maybe it was a messy situation. This now she's going to be like, you know what? You came with me with your heart. I'll reconcile with you. And brings justice and balance right back into the situation. Yeah. It was like a game. Two people couldn't meet eye to eye. Silence game. Still wanting to be attached. Enforcing because it says enforced distance. So somebody was playing mind games or like a no contact situation. Maybe she was dealing with some sort of like person who just runs away. I got cowardly energy, but it was definitely some sort of game. And this woman, this Queen of Wands is like, you know what? You were honest. I'll reconcile with you. It can happen. But when this if this actually comes out and the truth does come out, they both begin with a more balanced and like emotional fulfillment. So it's like an emotional new beginning because balance was brought back in. Anyways, we have the Empress. An Empress is all four queens wrapped up in one. Empress. So a lot of us feminines this week are going to get a lot of messages. Empress, are you delivering karma, or is something coming back around? Something's going to come back around and you're not going to be brokenhearted. You got the Three of Swords in reverse. So somebody or something might come back around. You're the Empress now. This is basically to show you, the universe is showing you this is how much you've grown. You're not going to be brokenhearted. Why? You're also going to be exposing either some sort of evil. The real villain is what I get. Yeah, you exposed something and now you completed a cycle. So now you're going to get a wish fulfillment. I think also I'm getting is that you were repeating a cycle. You really weren't brokenhearted about repeating the cycle, but now that you exposed it and you ended it, you figured out you're your own wish fulfillment. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You're birthing some sort of an idea. Look at this, is an Empress. She makes everything beautiful. She's nurturing, kind, loving. She's a good mom. Something was repeating. She healed her broken heart, exposed a bunch of shit, closed out cycles, and guess what? She's getting a wish fulfillment, a major wish fulfillment. And when this happens, someone is going to try to come in and hold on to your energy. You got a Meisner coming in. Someone's trying to hold on to your energy because they know you are their wish fulfillment, but because you're getting a wish fulfillment, your enemies can smell it on you. That woman's about to be blessed. We shouldn't have messed with her. Now they want to hold on to your energy. They want to hold on to your abundance, because empresses are abundant. They plant seeds, they are patient, and they watch things, they make it grow. For an empress to become an empress, or to be a mom, it takes 9 months to, some sooner than that, but to make a human being, think of it like that. They got to go through a lot of pain to bring that blessing into this world, right? Well, you got a blessing coming in, sweethearts, and your enemies they can feel it, and they want to hold on to your energy. So something might come back around. Just know that these people that are holding on to your energy do not have good intentions. Yeah, you might encounter some sort of fake apology this week. No real change. They might even gaslight you or try to manipulate you. Watch out for that, my empresses out there. Just know that you are protected. You need to be protected from somebody. This person, when they come in, they're going to be in defense mode. They're coming in hot and heavy in their feelings with a fake ass apology. Fake. Just so you know, if you're someone coming in trying to mess with an empress, that's a whole nother game you don't want to play. Yeah, this person wants a wish fulfillment. You are this person's wish fulfillment. But they're in their ego. They don't want to change. They just want to manipulate and gaslight you again. They know that they lost something they can't get back with you. Trust. That's a huge one. Time. They didn't fight for you. It was a fight that should have never have happened. Someone's about to be really happy because they got rid of all the drama in their lives and they're not messing with some bullshit. And guess what? Someone is about to be super happy because they did some inner work. They have an inner knowing. Yeah, they don't need to look deeper. Someone maybe found their inner child. They're starting to have fun. Maybe someone's been reminiscing about the past and you made this person very happy and they kept something hidden from you. So something around the Cancer moon. What was hidden is that, yeah, they betrayed you. They betrayed you. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is someone who does the right thing. If the Emperor and the Empress got together, they could rule the world. That is a power couple. That ain't no king and queen energy. This is a higher status than this is ruling the world. Anyways, she's been betrayed. Somebody is very happy because they're doing some inner work right now. Maybe they're coming into Emperor status because they're doing some inner work. Someone out there is going to be happy because someone's getting an Emperor. That's exciting. This is someone who does the right thing, very kind. This is a real masculine energy, none of that fake shit. This guy is about to make someone really happy. Why? Because he did all the inner work. He knows. He's got an inner knowing. Ooh. Maybe the King of Cups did someone wants to do the right thing. Someone's in love. They got their emotions stable. So if you are a King of Cups, you're the male version of an earth angel. Maybe you did some inner work on yourself. You're happy. You're able to give love now. You're emotionally stable. I feel like you're in your power. Yep, you're starting a new beginning. You have the strength to move forward. You're not going to be answering your call or taking any calls. If you are a King of Cups, you could be a water sign. Maybe you're coming more into yourself. You know, Cancer's coming in, like coming back home. So maybe you're coming back home to yourself. You now have the strength to move forward. You're not answering any phone calls. You're going to be keeping to yourself. Yeah, you're definitely not talking to a King of Wands in reverse. This person just fell. So I think like if you are a water sign, you pretty much are like, you know what? I ain't dealing with you. And now this person just fell. Like the card fell out of my hand. So it's like you fell off the face of the earth. King of Wands in reverse could be fire sign. Don't have to be. This is someone who is a narcissist. So a lot of people won't be talking to someone who's narcissistic. This King of Cups ain't going to be answering the phone if you are a narcissist. This is narcissistic energy. This is someone who is ruthless, likes to play games, will manipulate you, fake apologies, gaslighting, abusive. Nobody wants to talk to an abusive man. Let's get more and more men are actually being called to step into their power. And based off of this reading right now that I've seen, it looks like maybe water signs, you're stepping into your calling. Air sign males, you're stepping into your calling. Some of you are going from king to emperor status. Now, fire signs and earth signs, you might be having a little problem because of the energy with it. Maybe you're in your ego. Maybe you're narcissistic. You're holding on to something from the past. So if you are the King of Wands in reverse or know someone who is, as well as the King of Pentacles in reverse, it looks like God's not answering your prayers because you're not doing what he asked you to do. So you need to step out of your ego. Your pride and ego will get you. If the King of Wands is like, if you know someone who is the King of Wands, they're stalking your social media. They are watching, they are lurking, and they are secretly obsessed. That's my first husband, and probably going to be my second husband soon. I've noticed that with dudes, and then other people that I've been around, ex-boyfriends. It's like they didn't want to choose me when we were dating, but the moment I let them go, I walked away, moved on. That's when the stalking and the deception. Like, you didn't choose me when you had the chance, but now that I'm gone, now I'm your priority. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Be careful of that. You never know. I don't really say it's them. It's like the little demon inside them, right? They want your energy, that like there's a light in you that they want to feed off of you. Then they become obsessed because, well, they're energy vampires, right? So they no longer have access to your energy. So now they have to stalk, lurk, and watch and try to get that in so they can get that energy instead of being just in their divine self, truthful and honest, and being a real person and just saying, hey, you know, I'm sorry, can we talk? You know, like a normal human being. But those little demons trust everyone, but not the demon inside of them. Some of you might be being stalked or watched on social media. Someone is secretly obsessing over you because they no longer have access to your energy. They miss that energy. So watch out for that. Yeah. What's hidden is that someone just wanted to betray you. They want your energy. They wanted you to feel like shit. And it's because they didn't love themselves. If you were betrayed by a water sign might want to come in and have a heartfelt conversation. And I do see a reconciliation. And this person's not brokenhearted. They weren't brokenhearted when they betrayed you, but they do want to come in and heal the situation. Maybe some of you water signs want to heal and reconcile the situation, and you do know by doing this, this would give you some sort of an emotional fulfillment. All you gotta do is just be honest and real. These little games, these immature, petty, immature games, they're stupid. Nobody wants to deal with that. Some of us are way too old for be dealing with that. But you never know. I mean, I've seen 60, 70, and 80-year-olds be petty and play these games. My grandma was one of them. She was a little bitter. Yeah, what's hidden is, yeah. Be careful. The enemy's lurking. They just want to betray you. Whoever betrayed you was not brokenhearted. They knew exactly. And when they did betray you, it made them very happy. That's so sick and sad. But now that the tables have reversed, they're no longer happy, and they're watching you be happy, which is making them more insecure. And the demon inside of them is just eating them alive. Why? All they gotta do is some inner work. I don't get it. It's not that hard. Let's go to the dice. Let's go to the dice. Let's grab some dice. Someone might fall. Someone might slip and fall and really hurt themselves. Someone was being so stubborn that they're actually failing, kind of like their life is falling apart because they said no. They wanted to play games. Something about Pisces. Pisces, someone might be wanting to play games with you. You need to say no. Someone who is a procrastinator is literally watching their life fall apart because they are bound. They're still chained to something. They don't have freedom. The moment they say no, things are going to start working out. The number 4 is significant. 4 days, 4 o'clock. If you're some sort of procrastinator and your life has been falling apart, but you're trying to ignore it, you need to free yourself from something. The moment you free yourself from it, everything's going to work out. I do feel like someone's going to lose their job or maybe they quit. Somebody's so sad because they believed in some sort of traditional, maybe religious group of people, and these religious or this group, cult, coven, whatever, just wanted to make this person sad. They wanted their life to fall apart. They didn't want them to have freedom. They didn't want them to be happy. This person now sees it or is going to wake up to it. And the moment it does, it is going to be that's the spiritual awakening maybe. This person's it's going to be heartbreaking. That's not funny at all. That's sad. Especially because this person really trusted this group. It could be a family. Something about religion is very significant though. Maybe some sort of religious tie. The number 9 is significant. So you're almost there, completion of a cycle, or you need to end it. Walk away from these people because all they're doing is hurting you. That's not love. Yeah, someone's going through an ego death. Many men might be going through an ego death because they were arrogant, prudent, entitled. They thought they were better than other people. Maybe you treated people like they're peasants. I was treated like that. Actually, some dude just did it the other day. I was at my son's jazz band concert and he looked over at me as if I was the peasant. And I'm looking and he was like, "Oh, you work there?" As if I was some sort of peasant. "I bet you don't make any money." And I was like, "I do better. I do all right." And he was like, "Oh, so if I come in, will you do business with me?" And I was like, "I don't do business unless you own a business. That's who I do business with. So, no, I'm not what you think. I'm not the cashier." He treated me as if I was beneath him. And then when he looked at me, he goes, "Oh, well, I'm in sales too." And I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't ask." But someone wants to put someone on lockdown. Somebody is not happy. They want to God, I am getting God is not happy. You made a soul agreement and you did not honor it. Someone is not happy because they made the wrong choice. There was something they didn't look at. Games were being had. Now they're left in confusion because it's like they trusted a bunch of people. They were led down the wrong direction, and now they're left with nothing. And the people that led them there are actually kind of laughing at them behind their backs. This person was set up. Maybe you know somebody that was set up. Time's up. The games are over. Something about Arizona is significant. Someone is not going to Arizona. Somebody will not be traveling. I got it halfway though, so someone's thinking about going to maybe Arizona or some sort of desert state, maybe Nevada, Texas. Something will be very significant. Do not travel until the quarter moon is what's coming out. You'll be more happier then. Someone is getting a gift. Someone is the treasure, but someone's got to let go. Something about their family stability is not stable. Like their family thought they were royalty, but they're not. Or their inheritance is being taken away. Maybe they had a royal bloodline that's going to be stripped from them. I do feel like karma needs to be paid. Masks are falling off. There's a lot of people like dropping the heavy loads and walking away from people. So party's over. The truth is out. We all know who the snakes are. And it's leaving some people really hurt and sad. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Preying on people's downfall. Someone is heading home. Someone's like, their life's falling apart and they're like, you know what? I know where I need to go. I'm going home. Someone's packing up and heading home. Something about some sort of soul agreement, but they didn't water or nurture. They were playing games. They didn't want to speak. Someone doesn't want to talk about what they were hiding, but they need to. And once they do, better days are going to come. Like the sunshine, like you need to come to the light. You will be happy. Someone does not want to be sad anymore. Like they're tired of the games. They're tired. Someone is really like there might be quite a few males out there. You're drained. You're tired of the games and bullshit. You know what? It's time to come home. It's time to come home. Somebody found their penguin. They're coming home. They just need to travel. Something about manifesting is going to be very significant now that we're going into Gemini season. So Taurus season is a great time to manifest money. So while we're in the change, the Taurus energy is still in play about half that week. So it's a good time to manifest or heal yourself with money, but manifest in something that is stable and tangible. Taurus likes tangible things you can touch and feel, real things, you know. So it's a good, with this transit and this like change, you can manifest stable money, maybe, you know, careers, but it needs to align, because now that you're moving into Gemini energy, it needs to align with your truth. So your inner needs to match your outer world, and you'll manifest and be more like things will come to you faster. Someone lost their penguin, they're sad. Someone made an agreement, and that's why they lost their penguin. Penguins, when they mate for life, right? Someone didn't want to put any work and effort in because they made some sort of like an agreement with a group of people, maybe one person. This person is brokenhearted and is sad because they knew that they didn't listen to their intuition. They didn't listen to their heart. But it's a lesson this person needs to learn. It's about respect. Didn't respect somebody. didn't want to go through a growth or a change, didn't want to, there's a lot there. So this person broke their own heart, and they know it. They really do. They're never going to say it, but they do know it. They're not protected. They didn't get a prize. Whatever that was, they were promised. They didn't get what they were promised. And quite frankly, they are going to be losing a lot more than they think. 5 is significant, 5 days. 11, maybe something that started in the months of November, 11 days. 11 o'clock. And the number 2 is about partnerships. Going into Gemini season, Gemini's like, the number 2 is significant for Geminis because 1, it's a dual sign, where the bridge is between the, yin and yang, dark and light. But the number 2 is also partnerships. So someone gambled, their mask dropped. Bears could be significant, family. Something is half hidden. The truth is almost out about someone's family. Every time me and my kids see bears or this one song, we know that something good is going to happen to us. Someone might be giving you flowers. Someone's finally going to be giving. When I say you're going to be, someone might actually be sending you flowers or giving you flowers, but it's also to put respect on someone's name. Taurus says you're being asked not to travel, but you are heading in the right direction. Someone does have a key, but in order to get that key or in order to get access, you need to be real and you need to drop the fake in the facade and stop playing games. And the mask is already falling off. I don't know why I got to keep repeating that. So that just keeps coming up. But someone is going to be receiving their flowers. Like respect is being put on your name. Also, you're a key holder. And something good is going to happen. Like when I see bears, it just means like something good is going to happen for me and my kids as a whole. So anyways, let's get on to end this beautiful reading. So this energy is going to be a little mix of everything. So use it wisely to manifest, since I got lost talking about that. Somebody that was confused is now going to have, many people that are confused are going to have clarity on which direction they need to go. Someone chose money over love, and they are going to, like, it's like they hit rock bottom. Ooh. Interconnectedness this week. The circle of life is a universal symbol that represents a cyclical nature of existence. It encompasses all living beings, from the smallest microorganisms to the vast cosmos. Everything is interconnected and part of a larger whole. The picture highlights the natural balance that we gain when we gain insight into our own lives and develop a deeper understanding of our purpose within the universe. Many view this picture as a sacred symbol. By embracing this concept, we cultivate a greater sense of compassion and respect for the world around us, ourselves, and each other. So this is coming together, everything I was talking about. Many people are learning lessons about respect. If you meditate on this symbol, it brings in interconnected. We're all connected. We're all interconnected. So, oh my God, someone might want to talk to you, but they're having a really hard time maybe expressing their feelings or how to say something. Maybe somebody wants to come in and talk, but they don't know how to do it yet, but they're in the planning stage. Somebody might need to know that out there. I just lost my spot. Someone might get distracted. Maybe someone wanted to talk to you, but they get distracted so easily that they kind of forgot about you. Anyways, by embracing this concept, yeah, we already said it. This card asks for you to practice mindful meditation by sitting in stillness, allowing thoughts to birth, growth, and decline, and rebirth to arise and pass away naturally, to gain a deeper connection with the natural world and fostering in a sense of interconnectedness. So many of you might be called to meditate this week, find your balance. You'll gain more deeper insights. Journaling and nature walks are also ways you can see the various stages of the cycle of life around you. Notice how organisms contributes to the overall health and balance of the ecosystem. Embrace change, celebrate your milestones, and express gratitude. Expressing gratitude for all aspects of existence. Oh my God. I'm having a hard time talking. I rebuke and cancel in the mighty name of Jesus. Whew. I'm having a hard time getting through this card. Somebody does not want me to speak. Express gratitude for all aspects of existence will help bring in a sense of appreciation and contentment, even in the most challenging of times. As you explore the world around you, remember each stage of life holds a significance of growth and transformation. And by doing so, you'll be well on your way to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life rooted in wisdom of the circle of life. So we are all connected, we are all interconnected, and a lot of us are going to start seeing that more and more as we move forward this week. So anyways, protect your energy this week, move in silence, right? Because people can smell that blessing or abundance, that anointment, that crown upon your head. Anyways, be safe, and until we meet again, namaste.